Hey everybody, my name is Mark Funston and I am the Regional Director for Southern California for Lakeshore Learning, and just wanted to start off by saying thank you. I think a few people may know this, but we're actually headquartered right in your backyard in Carson, California, where we have over 2,500 employees that call their Carson offices their work home. And of those 2,500 employees, many of them have kiddos that are going to LAUSD schools. So we really do have a vested stake in the quality materials that we're providing as a Lakeshore family into the LAUSD classrooms. And then the other piece that I just wanted to mention is that our product development team, we're made up entirely of educators. And right now, we're just realizing an increased focus for all the right reasons to provide the tools necessarily from a material standpoint for SEL. And so I think you're going to find a lot of solutions as it pertains to materials, very high quality materials that are intentionalized specifically for social emotional learning. And if you do have any questions relative to those pieces, feel free to reach out anytime. We're here to support. We're here to help. But again, I'll kind of end this the same way that I began it. Thank you for all that you're doing to serve the families and the students of LAUSD and making Los Angeles a better place. Thanks for everything.
We're so used to doing what's expected of us that we haven't stopped to ask if it's who we want to be, if we're happy, if we're fulfilled. Old systems are breaking, leaving millions of students asking the same question. Where do we fit in a world that's continuously changing? Knowing this, we set out to revolutionize the way individuals discover themselves, their skills, and their potential careers, all in one place. Introducing Find Your Grind, a powerful learning platform helping Gen Z understand who they are and where they want to go. With over 10,000 minutes of learning activities in topics like self-awareness, branding, networking, and mindset, Find Your Grind sets the new standard for academic, career, and lifelong success. Find Your Grind gives students the next best thing to a job shadow, showing kids every opportunity and pathway imaginable. From 3D artists and urban farmers to sneaker designers and skateboarding icons, our mentors share candid advice on how they got started and lessons learned, so you have a trusted guide in your corner. Our technology sets the new standard for engaged, personalized learning, empowering users to be at the center of their own journey while revolutionizing the way they discover themselves and their next steps. It's a learning platform for today, for right now, for this very second. Because life should have a purpose and a passion. It's time to find your grind.
3 education-based initiatives are leading the way to improve student outcomes, develop educators and nonprofit leaders, and drive innovative, inspirational, and transformative change worldwide. Harmony SEL is the fastest growing pre-K through 6th grade social and emotional learning program in the nation, impacting more than 10 million children through more than 30,000 schools and sites nationwide. Harmony promotes positive peer relationships among students through lessons and activities that foster communication, collaboration, and community, helping boys and girls develop into compassionate and caring adults. Harmony has been recognized as a CASEL Select program by the Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning, one of the nation's top evaluators of evidence-based SEL programs. Harmony curriculum and implementation support is accessible online and available at no cost to schools and organizations. Inspire Teaching and Learning celebrates, empowers, and develops inspirational teachers who are ready to educate and engage the next generation of students. Inspire provides no-cost, on-demand professional development modules and resources to help teachers improve their practice and encourage pre-K through 12th grade students to become enthusiastic learners. To date, Inspire has successfully engaged more than 250,000 in-service and pre-service teachers. Fundraising Academy Cause Selling Education is committed to advancing global philanthropic giving by educating nonprofits and their fundraisers on the cause selling approach to building and retaining donor relationships. Through webinars and training programs, emerging and established fundraising professionals gain the strategies and skills they need to cultivate and retain donors, conduct successful campaigns, and improve their impact on society.
Excel Labs offers simple and sound ways to measure what matters most. Our suite of social emotional learning assessments provides the data and analysis you need to expertly guide teaching and learning. Gain valuable insights with social and emotional competence and climate measures for students in kindergarten through grade 12. Analyze social emotional learning outcomes with reports at the district, school, grade, classroom, and individual levels. Connect cell data to practice with our program alignments. Looking for data for guided instruction, program evaluation, or needs assessment? What about universal screening? Our assessments are proven solutions. We're excited to share more about our reliable and easy-to-use social emotional learning assessments. Contact us to learn more or request a demo.
Children's education doesn't just happen in the classroom. It happens in their hearts and in their minds. Since 1979, Committee for Children has been creating lessons that go beyond what you find on an exam. Lessons like empathy and dealing with difficult emotions. Because the real test doesn't happen in class. It happens in the world. We help kids grow kinder and move through life with self-control and confidence. Through research-based social-emotional learning, child protection, and bullying prevention programs, we're helping more kids thrive. The next generation will face some big challenges, so we're partnering with lawmakers and advocates to make sure kids can face them. Together, we're sharing lessons that go beyond the classroom and into the world, helping more children build a better future for themselves and for us all.
You know, it was March of 2018 when I decided to write that article and press send, and then it was only, that September we decided to start the Kevin Love Fund. The thing we're most excited about right now is the education curriculum.
When teachers modeled vulnerability in the classroom, when they chose to share things about their lives that were difficult in intentional and thoughtful ways, that just modeling that vulnerability was enough of an invitation for students to feel comfortable talking about the hard things that they were experiencing in their lives.
To see kids come together and start to feel more comfortable telling their own stories and acknowledging other people's stories, and then the sense of community that kind of brings has been really inspiring.
A lot of people don't understand the impact that they might have on others, and that's, I think, very healing in itself. It allows for a lot of hope. It's a way of continuing to pay it forward that I think is a beautiful thing, and I think is one of the great things about this curriculum that you're going to see.
The moment you see them, you know that the products from teacher-created materials were developed by real teachers who understand how to reach, motivate, and inspire students. This focus on the needs of teachers and their students has made teacher-created materials what it is today.
Teacher Created Materials develops innovative and imaginative educational materials and services for students worldwide. Everything we do is created by teachers for teachers and students to make teaching more effective and learning more fun.
Our award-winning products are developed using the latest research and best classroom practices to ensure student success. And most importantly, teacher-created materials products are evidence-based.
40 years ago, I was a classroom teacher looking for quality educational products to use in my classroom.
Today, as a leading educational publisher, Teacher-created materials products are used in classrooms in all 50 states and in 89 countries, in grades pre-K through 12, and in all content areas.
The 4 Pillars of Wellbeing curriculum is designed to teach students skills which will help them understand and learn from their life experiences and find the happiness that is already inside of them. Our study found evidence that the program led to improvements in teacher well-being, self-compassion, and reductions in stress. Students reported more peaceful overall moods throughout the day, enhanced emotion vocabulary, and more ideal moods for focused learning, attention, and reflection.
It has been an amazing process to have an entire school totally involved. It's a very powerful process.
I'm a very tense person, and I've never really known how to deal with it, and I learned about mindfulness this year because it's my first year here, and it's just kind of been something that I've used constantly, especially mindful breathing, when I'm stressed or nervous or anxious, and every single time it just makes me feel with myself, and I feel like I can breathe, and I am able to reassess situations, and it always makes me feel so much better about any situation, always.
I learned about mindfulness and the 4 pillars about 9 months ago, and it's helped me be a better husband, a better friend, certainly a better teacher, and a better dad.
The Organization for Social Media Safety is a 501c3 nonprofit at the global forefront of expertise in social media safety.
Our educational services are broken into 3 parts. We have student presentations, where I come to school and talk to students and teach them about social media safety tips. Later, we will then talk to parents, where we educate them on tools and tips and how to react and prevent some things from happening on social media. And we also talk to educators at schools across the country, where we will teach them those important safety tips.
Because of OFSMS, I'm definitely more educated and aware of the dangers of cyberbullying, of hate speech, of mental issues.
A week after the assemblies, having had OFSMS at our school stopped a molestation of one of my 6th grade students.
What I see with students when they come in, when they're being cyberbullied, there's nowhere to go. There's no safe place. We brought in the Organization for Social Media Safety to do presentations not only to parents, but also to students.
Hi, my name is Rachel Solis. I represent Collaborative Classroom. More importantly, I lead this work as a former educator and a parent of 2 children in Los Angeles schools myself. I'm dedicated to making schools an inviting and joyful space where teachers and students want to come every day. And as a nonprofit organization, we've been at this work since the 80s, and research shows what happens when relationships are made a priority and social and academic development are of equal importance. How we teach matters as much as what we teach, and there are elements to make this kind of environment come to life. It takes a village, and all relationships matter. Caring School Community brings it all together and makes it easy for us. While it is our standalone program, we thought about what builds a caring community and created lessons with facilitation techniques to thread this purposeful social skill development throughout the whole day and to build a sense of ownership for our students for life. I'm here as your thought partner. How can I be of service? Thank you.
Over the last 30 years, we have seen a health revolution which has focused on the body. Children all over the world have been taught the importance of a sound body. But what about the mind? MindUp is leading this new revolution that focuses on the one organ that governs them all, the brain. By teaching children about their brains and how to care, nurture, and most importantly, rest their brains, we have a chance to help the next generations not just experience their world, but to create a better one. Join us on this journey.
We Wellbeing translates science into everyday actions. We Schools offers free K-12 resources, including lesson plans, professional learning, and youth summits to promote social and emotional learning and mental health literacy through service learning.
So here we are at a very exciting point in history.
We have the We program on the one hand that has been engaging youth and inspiring them to do good for the world. And on the other hand, we have the field of social and emotional learning, which has decades of research showing that you can teach these social and emotional skills like social awareness and self-management. And we're bringing them together for the very first time to be able to create pioneering work to help make a difference in the world and promote the well-being of youth.
To get your free K-12 lesson plans and curricular resources, visit we.org/wellbeing.
SEL for California envisions California schools as the heart of the community, central to family and community engagement, where young people and the adults who work with them thrive personally and professionally. Membership is free to all California educators. We provide a way of keeping up to date on all the latest news, research, and policy around SEL. Being a member means access to free and discounted resources, including education tuition, classroom materials, books, and professional development opportunities. There's also a resource library with hundreds of SEL articles and research reports, SEL-related job leads, networking opportunities, and more. Being an SEL California member means you have access to a statewide and national network of like-minded people who value SEL as a top priority in our schools. We invite you to join us today and help bring SEL to all students and educators in California.